Hi, it's Congresswoman Schakowsky again with my plans and pans. Well, this is the very last day of this year in the House of Representatives. We'll be back for the second half of the legislative session on January 8th. But until then, I'll be with family. I'll be celebrating the holidays. I've got my Hanukkah pin on right now, and I am wishing you and your loved ones, your friends and family, a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. So I'll be heading home right after this, but what a week it's been. So Donald Trump, for all times forward, has been impeached by the House of Representatives. That doesn't go away. And it turned out that nearly every single Democrat, regardless of the kind of district that they come from, whether it's a deeply Democratic district, whether it's north or south or east or west, have voted to impeach the President of the United States for obstruction of Congress and abuse of power. It was a long day of debate. Surprised me in many ways that the Republicans were so adamant that the president had done nothing wrong, since not one of the charges against him, not one thing that had come to light, was ever a matter of controversy. It was all about fact. So the Democrats took it as a very solemn and serious debate. I spent my 1 minute thanking in part my son, Ian Schakowsky, who last June said, "Mom, this is not about party, this is not about politics, it's not even what the final outcome is that this is about. It's about doing the right thing, even though others may not." Nancy Pelosi ended that very interesting day yesterday by indicating that she is not immediately sending over the articles of impeachment to the Senate, but rather deciding on whether or not she would ask them to have rules set that would assure that it is actually a fair debate and a fair process that they have over in the Senate. You know, they have to take an oath saying that they will be impartial. And yet Mitch McConnell has already said he's working in complete contact and cooperation with the White House, which is in contradiction to the pledge that he'll be taking. So we'll see that. I don't know exactly when. Let the speaker, who I think has handled everything this year just magnificently, to see what she plans to do. And thanks also to Adam Schiff and our other chairmen of committees like Jerry Nadler, who have done such an amazing job. I wanted to tell you what's about to happen. I am waiting for the vote on the United States, Mexico, and Canada trade agreement. And this will be the very first time that I'm actually voting for a trade agreement. It's far, far better than the original NAFTA, which was just a disaster for Illinois jobs all over the Midwest and in the country, very bad. And it's far better than the plan that the President of the United States handed us, that Donald Trump had already agreed to, because we made some very, very important changes. For example, he had tucked into the agreement a gift to Big Pharma that would raise prices for medicines throughout the whole hemisphere. From day one, I said I want that out of it, because I was on the working group that was helping to negotiate the trade deal. And guess what? It's gone as of today. And many other bad provisions, especially dealing with pharmaceuticals, which was my area, are gone now, and it's much better. But beyond that, we had the support of the president of the AFL-CIO, Richard Trumka. Labor has instructed, or has informed, I should say, the members that they are supporting this trade deal because it is a step forward for working people in the United States and in Mexico as well. So they see this as real progress, and I will be voting in favor of that trade agreement. And then we voted on appropriations bills. Thank goodness, because otherwise the government would have shut down. And so there were agreements. I voted against the one that dealt with security. The amount of money that has been going into into armaments, into the Defense Department, it is incredibly excessive. Portions of the bill that I had voted for before but were removed by the Senate that said that we were not going to cooperate with Saudi Arabia in the bombing of Yemen, that was taken out of the bill. The portion that said that we were requiring the president to come to the Congress if he ever had even thoughts about going into war with Iran, that provision was taken out of the bill. So I voted no on that. On the domestic piece, because there are a lot of things that are going to be helpful to ordinary Americans when it comes to healthcare and education and all the things that families worry about at the dinner table, we were able to get a lot done as Democrats, and most of that was able to stay in the domestic appropriations legislation. So while it wasn't perfect, I did vote for that as well, and we did keep the government open, and we will have an opportunity, hopefully after the next election, to do all the things that we really do dream about. And so those are the major developments. I am so looking forward to going home and celebrating the holidays with my children and grandchildren and having holiday parties with friends. I hope yours is warm and wonderful. I send you my love, and I will see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where my handle is @Jan Schakowsky.